Hello,
All my
everyone.
energy on that.
Welcome to the 8-Bit Show. We're back after our vacation. Woo!
A little bit of extended vacation.
Yeah.
I'm ready for another vacation, honestly.
Yeah, I'm ready for a vacation from work. My day job.
Been here too long.
I'm joined today by Christian, Littles 505, Andrew, Coffee and Corn Dogs,
Hello.
Dogs,
Dorn dogs.
Corn Dogs, and Ashley, Sambot. No?
The
I said
one
hi.
and only.
Oh, I
Zamba.
didn't hear you. It didn't come through on the Discord. Yeah. So we're here to chat about a lot of things, I think.
Like two
Yeah.
things.
Two things. I haven't been playing a lot of games other than what we've been streaming, honestly. So
Well, there you go. Two things.
Yeah. We talk about cool things and, not so cool things. That's the two things.
those are the two things.
There. Okay.
How's everyone doing?
I'm doing
I'm
pretty good.
sleepy.
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 Yeah.
I guess it's getting later on. Fairly.
I'm going to say because I was up late last night talking with my neighbor, and then I had to wake up early for work.
Okay. How late did you stay up?
Like 12:30.
I mean, that's not that bad, but for a work day.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Because then I also wake up at like 6.
Yeah, that does not sound so fun.
So that's what I'm going to blame it on. Who knows if that's really what it is.
But that's what we're going with.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Completely fair. I'm a little tired too, but that's for other reasons. Tact.
Just a bunch of sleepy people. I'm just
Sleepy old
lazy.
people.
I'm just lazy.
It's fair.
Yeah,
Sometimes that's nice, though.
yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm excited. I did get a new little art pad for my PC, so I can start trying to do art, like a
Mhm.
little stylist and stuff.
Nice.
I just got it, so I've plugged it in. I now need to go download all the drivers and stuff.
Yeah. Does it have special drivers you got to get, or it's not like?
Apparently, it says it on the on one of the packages. It's like, hey, go here, download this driver, and then it
Well,
says
that's
it in the book.
convenient.
Right.
Although there's not much else as far as instructions to use this thing, so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'd have to look at it, but I think one of the Adobe apps, it should just pick it up.
Oh, it says for Adobe, it's works perfectly. It's as soon as I get the driver and stuff like that, all the shortcuts should be pretty set to Adobe shortcut stuff. But there's a way to set it up for other programs and stuff too.
Mm-hmm. That's
We'll
good.
see.
Well, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
for sure. You have anything you're gonna work on first, or are you just gonna? The goal right now
I
is just to
guess-
play with it.
I guess the I have a few little art projects in mind, working on updating and maybe changing our logo a little bit, and maybe making some thumbnail images to splash on. Like we were kind of talking about, I thought it'd be fun to make little cartridge,
Yeah,
game cartridges for do different ones for the different shows. Would be kind of cool.
that would be pretty cool.
But small stuff like that, nothing like huge. I'm not like an artist.
Yet.
Well, not
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, right? I mean, anybody can be an artist.
I mean, I think I'm a
Just gotta go
creative
for it.
person, so that helps. But I'm not like all that great at art. But I do enjoy doing it, so
That's half the battle.
Right?
that's all that really matters.
Yeah, when it comes to artistic things, like, honestly, you just got to put in time, you know?
Just
Mhm.
want to do it. Like,
Yeah.
enjoy what you're doing, and eventually you'll create something cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Like even some of the simplest things I've ever done art wise have been like cool. Andrew's coffee and corn dogs, corn dough,
Corn dough.
the great
Good
corn
old
dough.
corn dough.
He's one of my favorite little art projects, and he's super simple.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little pixelated
Wait,
corn dog.
Andrew, or like a thing that you did for him?
The little like corn dog.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen his
Yeah.
little like corn dog symbol? I did that. I drew that in like a little pixel art program,
Nice.
and I love him. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
He turned out perfect.
Indeed.
Now we're talking about corn dough.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Well, should we talk about our time away? We've only gone for so long,
right?
We can kind of just cover like the last way, or guess what you remember,
Right? Whoever wants to. Who wants to start? Andrew, you want to start? You haven't started before, have you?
Ever?
But I'll start again.
Oh.
I don't mind at all.
Okay.
I'd love to start. Sounds great. I'm Andrew.
Hi,
Done.
Andrew.
Done and dusted.
Good.
He's pro at this.
Mhm.
Yeah, I played a lot of stuff since the last podcast. I got into the Once Human beta. Tried that out. It's okay.
That looks kind of cool. Although it looks pretty early and rough. So
Yes, it was early and rough. It did seem kind of cool, but yeah, I'll see where the game goes. I kind of played it up to the point where I was going to have to start playing with other people before I could advance anymore. I don't want to play with other people. A lot of MMO in that MMO game. MMO in that MMO.
Weird.
But, yeah,
Weird.
super weird.
weird.
Bizarre. Yeah, super
Weird.
weird. But kind of cool. I like the monster design. Really creepy. Kind of cool. I like the
That's one thing I
monster
noticed. I
design,
kind of
really
like the
creepy.
colorization they use. Lots of like purples and like bright colors
Yeah.
flashed onto like the world, and I kind of like
Yeah.
that, like the look of it.
Did you see Annihilation? It reminds me of Annihilation.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, with
Interesting.
Natalie Portman.
The book
Yeah.
is really good.
I have the
Yeah.
book on Audible. I just haven't
I've
listened
read
to
the
it
book, but I haven't read like the other two books.
hmm
But
I think
did read
there's
the first one.
2 that come after it, and then he did a prequel, I think.
Okay.
I usually just stick to like to trilogies and stuff like that. That's also kind of why I'm mad at like George R.R. Martin, because like he keeps doing a bunch of prequel stuff for Game of Thrones, and it's just like, dude,
Instead of finishing
finish
Game
the
of Thrones.
story and then work on the prequels, man. You're doing this out of order.
But you know, I think there's definitely some like stuff there. I don't know where the game is going to go necessarily. That Once Human, but there's definitely some good bones there. The base building reminded me of Valheim a lot.
Oh, okay.
There were just certain aspects of it that reminded me of different games, although they seem to do it kind of worse than the respective games that we're copying.
It's worse than the source material, but it's all in one.
Yeah, there's some potential there.
It is pretty early. Do you know if is it still, are people still able to like get in on beta?
Last I saw, no, they weren't giving out any more codes without, and they didn't have any timeline for getting more codes out.
Have you seen like if
they did a big dump? Like,
no, you haven't seen anything. This is mostly for anybody who may listen to this. Like if someone was interested, do they go to like the Discord? Or?
Yeah, they have a Discord. I highly recommend. If you go to the Once Human website, their Discord will be on it. If you want to check out the game, just apply for the beta on the website, and then hop on the Discord.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I got my code. Well, I just got it from playing the beta. I didn't need to be on the Discord, but that's how I found out what was going on with codes. When I joined the Discord, and I was like, oh, I get this is where they're giving out X amount of codes a week, and I might get one or not.
Just in case anybody wants.
They do code giveaways on that Discord for people that don't have the game yet.
Oh, that's cool.
So you could potentially get it there.
So it is worth like going and checking out.
It's worth sitting on that Discord. Yeah, they also have like in-game events and stuff going on for the beta testing. If you are in the beta, although if you are in the beta, you're probably on the Discord too.
Yeah, it was the same with the Valheim beta, and I got to join that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the Valheim beta. Yeah,
I joined it and then got to be part of this. Is like got invited to the server, so that we could all report bugs and whatnot.
Yeah. And have you?
I did when I was doing the beta.
Yeah, I remember Christian going pretty hard on that game.
Yeah, I went maybe too hard.
He was like pretty amped that he got the.
Yeah, I was super excited. That was like one of the first like.
He was like, "Oh man, this closed beta. Nobody's on this shit."
I felt special and privileged. Yeah,
it was pretty cool. It was fun.
It's always fun like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, Valheim ended up being like a really good game, and I was like super like excited for it to like get out there for people to see it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fun too. Valheim's fun. I watched this guy on YouTube like make a whole adventure map like people do with like Minecraft and stuff.
Oh, okay.
He made one in Valheim, and I was watching him make pieces of it and stuff like that. And he's awesome. Man, I can't remember the name. I'm gonna if I can. But Andrew can continue. Maybe I'll find it by my job.
Oh, may I continue? With your permission.
Yeah, you can tell the story that happened to you.
Kind of you.
And not to me.
Listen up, everybody.
I also picked up. I played it on the Game Pass like a couple of years ago, but picked up State of Decay 2. I've been playing that in the mornings on stream.
Yeah.
But I really like that game. It's like a really solid zombie survival game. I think it streamlines all the stuff that needs to be streamlined from the game.
It's pretty fun.
I was watching you and I was like, this actually looks like legitimately well put together.
It's sweet, yeah. It's got multiplayer too.
Mm-hmm. I was going to ask you that. Have you
going to ask if it had multiplayer?
Yeah. I don't know. Have you, Christian? Do you have it too? Have you guys tried it? Have you guys played it together?
Yeah, me and Christian played.
We played a little bit. You could play it too because it does have crossplay and stuff. It does have
crossplay with the Game Pass, yeah. You can't like. All you can do is help like the.
You can like hop into someone's
world is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to bring some character that you already have made.
Gotcha.
Oh, so it's like Fae Farm.
Yeah, yeah.
It's exactly like Fae Farm, maybe. I don't know.
If I know what that was, maybe.
No I mean, I know what it is, but barely.
Oh wait, actually, Fae Farm. I think you generate a new character, right?
I don't know. I've never done that.
That's not the important part.
Play games with people.
Yeah, no, it looks really good though. I'm definitely need to check it out.
Yeah, super fun. It's like a 5-year-old zombie game, and I'm just really enjoying it.
Right. Well, also
like better than a lot of modern games I play.
Is there a reason
I guess
why
within
you
5 years is modern?
But... Is there a reason why you decided to check it out?
Oh yeah, the some of the once human combat reminded me of it. I think it was mostly just the like melee stuff, but
Well, because I saw that like people have been talking about it. Oh, I wonder.
Oh, they did just have a new. They just had have a new update, and it's pretty sweet. They added like just random complicators to your map during your run. It makes it feel more like a roguelike. It just gets like just get like a little bit tougher. Or sometimes you'll get random events that'll make things like easier, give you benefits.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear that people are also dying for the new one to come out.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, they probably will die then. I guess. It is in production. It's not like it's never coming out.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a while. It's in like early production.
I think that's why I ended up breaking down and buying the game as well, because
it was like $10 on Steam.
Yeah.
So I didn't mind picking it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, having a blast with it. Highly recommend. It's probably still $10 on Steam. If you don't have Game Pass, go grab it on Steam. If you have Game Pass, just play it.
Yeah.
It's fun. Grab some friends and play it, or play it by yourself.
Just play it. Just do it.
Play it. Why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you playing it yet?
I said play it.
Let's see, what else did I do for like media stuff? Still watching the new season of Fargo.
It's so good.
Have you been watching Fargo?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody watches this stuff.
I know, they're missing out. I tell everybody. I'm like,
I tell everybody, yeah.
It's so good. Every season is so good.
I wasn't super about last season, but a little too much gangland. I want some gangland, but not all gangland.
Not all gangland.
Also, Jason Schwartzman as like an Italian mafia boss was weird. It was funny, but it was really weird. Yeah, new season of Fargo has been great. I think there's a new. I'm probably going to watch the new episode after we're done with our podcast right now. Been watching the new season of Reacher. I don't think I watched any. I don't think I watched any like movies lately.
You didn't have me watch first episode of Reacher.
No, didn't we watch? We watched that crazy Nick Cage movie.
Oh, right. The Dream.
Oh,
the A24 one?
Yeah. Dream scenario. Yeah. It was weird. I liked it.
Yeah, it was full-blown Cage going full-blown Cage. So.
It was definitely just, it was Nick Cage. Yeah, definitely just Nick Cage stuff.
Just Nick being Nick.
That's good though. It was a fun movie. Liked it. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I'm playing games with you guys, I guess. Playing the metaphysicals and what's nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sweet. Who wants to go next?
Well,
Frankie wants to go next.
I'll go again. All right. So here's what I played again. I'm playing Hades today. I haven't dusted this game in a while.
Yeah,
nice. Hades is a great game.
Yeah, I figured it would be a good like screw around. I saw Tyler was playing it the other day, and I was like, oh yeah, Hades is sweet. And I'm waiting for Hades Part 2, Return of the Hades.
The Hadening.
The
So
Hades.
yeah, I guess Hades is a new game that I'm playing technically, but
Technically,
I mean, this is really
a new
like
old
I just
game.
yeah, I just did it for the podcast for like a screw around game.
Yeah.
I gotta pay too much attention to zombies to play that game.
Right. Let's see. What have I done? You know, I do want to talk a little bit more about Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
You were pretty hard on that game the other day.
Oh, yeah, you streamed for a minute on it. We were playing D&D, and I was slightly watching you, and had you on just with the volume pretty low, and just I could hear your grumbles, and I just to look and see what was going on. And poor dude's still in the same boss.
Oh yeah, did you see what happened with that?
Yeah, I watched most of it, and then it ended up being that skill that you had that was fucking
up. So, skill badge. I don't know what they are exactly, but so yeah, I'm doing this spider fight, and I just cannot beat this boss. I'm just like, why does it have so much life, or why am I doing so little damage? It was just getting absolutely ridiculous. I think half an hour in, or no, it was like 20 minutes in, I finally got to the second part of the fight, you know? And I was like, this is taking way too long. And so I knew that, you know, I have these skills that you can take on and off. But I must have forgotten that I put one on that increases life and damage from enemies by 70%. Yeah. And the bonus of it is that you get double the drops that they give. So I had that on because I was farming last time. But starting up the game, I just totally forgot that was even a thing.
It was pretty humorous, just kind of slowly listening to you get so frustrated. And if you want a good example of it, the one of those shorts that was thrown up today on our YouTube channel is a nice cut version of it. I found very humorous.
Yeah. I'm going through the menu because I was looking through there okay, what skill can I put on me to make this easier? And then I just see that and I'm like, well, I guess I'm gonna remove that.
I guess it would have been wise to remove this.
But yeah, and I did a whole what's it called? There's in Ori, there's little shrines that you can unlock, and they're little battle areas. You get, I think, 4 or 5 waves of enemies. And they're usually
challenge things.
Yeah, they're usually pretty hard fights, and you usually get a pretty good item for beating it too. Yeah, I did that whole thing with that thing on. And I did not even realize.
You played the first part of that. I'll explain why why I heard a lot of grumbles.
Yeah, that one wasn't that bad too. I'm actually amazed that I did so well with that that modifier, so highly turned up. But yeah, it's super fun still. I don't know, it's just a really well put together platformer, and I feel like that sort of stuff. And just the art is still it continues to wow me constantly. They just did such a beautiful job. Yeah, nothing really stands up to it art wise, at least in that sort of genre of video game. It's so good.
It's so smooth too.
Yeah, and the music is just well put together. I don't know, there's not a lot of games that I feel emotionally speaking can pull at your heartstrings and but do the music in a good enough way that it really adds something to it. But man, did they nail that. So yeah,
that's how I felt about Hollow Knight.
I need to play
pretty
that.
much everything about that game I thought was perfect.
I just picked up. I've played Hollow Knight before. Not like I haven't beat it or anything, but I've played like a decent amount. But it was on sale for like $4, $5 on the Steam.
That is a steal.
And so yeah, I ended up picking that up along with a few other games. So I'll share that later.
Yeah, I need to play through that because I own it. I just haven't played through it. But I mean, other than that, I really haven't been playing anything. Oh, you know what? We did play a little bit more Mario Wonder. We started over again. Because Rianne got it on her Switch, and yeah, the badge system in that is just really good. Like the additions that you get compared to like other Marios, it's just it's a really good what's it like it's a really good difference to some of the surprises that you get in previous Mario games where, you know, like the first time you see Yoshi, you're like, oh cool, like you got this new dinosaur thing that you can run around with, like that's pretty cool, and that's just there, and that's fine. It made for a great game. Mario World was wonderful. But Mario Wonder, just the way that it changes up almost every single level, it's a
clever
really
idea. I gotta give it to them. That's a really clever.
Yeah, no,
clever way to keep your game interesting.
I think they nailed it because it's super enjoyable, and it feels like it's just nonstop something new around the corner all the time. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah, just the stuff we've been playing on stream. So I don't think I've really watched any movies that are new. We're gonna go see Firefly this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Saturday.
Yeah. And then actually I did start watching season 2 of Marvel What If. Those are
I didn't
really
know
good.
that was out.
Yeah, they I'm not sure if they're all out, if they did the full release or how exactly they're doing it, but there's at least some of them out. I think I watched 2 episodes, and those are just really good. Like the writing and the art style for them, they're legitimately consistently good through and through, in my opinion. If you're down with the comic book stuff. So and right now it's pretty cool too, because basically like the first thing that you're kind of told right off the bat, so I don't think it's a spoiler per se, but basically the what's his name, the Watcher, his voiceover comes in. It's like, oh, you thought it, you know, you saw the end, but it's really just the beginning. But there hasn't been anything that's like
every time though.
That's true. but yeah, so there hasn't been anything that's like tied the stories together yet. But yeah, they brought back some of the actors from the MCU to do some more voices. Like what's his name that played Ego in Guardians?
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. There you go. So yeah, they're bringing back some of the like still big actors, but not as, you know, main roles per se, which is pretty cool. And yeah, just fun variations of stories. So it's cool.
That's always nice.
Yeah. I don't know. I like multiversal stuff because it's like yeah, I like experiencing the main story, just with like little differences though to make it exciting. It's cool. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I do remember something. I finished Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
The new one.
Yeah, the Netflix one. Yeah, the story was really, really good. And again, it's another kind of multiversal sort of thing. So it's not the same story at all, which is pretty cool. And the way they pull it off, like Ramona gets to be more of a main character, and like in the fact that she's like, you get to see her fight and like do stuff instead of just being in the background all the time. So that was
staring with big eyes in the background.
Yeah, exactly.
That was basically where she was relegated to the movie.
Yeah,
felt kind of bad for her.
Right. And then for a good portion of it, like the main bad guy is the first what's his name? The first X Patel.
Mm-hmm.
And like having him in there more was a treat. He does really, really well with that role. He's one of my favorite characters now, for sure. Yeah. Like Scott Pilgrim, check it out.
That's cool.
I don't know how I keep ending up in like weird random parts of this mountain. I just need to get further down into the ground. I'm going somewhere else. I'm done with this place. All right, who's next?
Well,
Christian, you're right.
You got it.
Thanks for volunteering.
I was going to jumping on it like.
Mm-hmm.
Well then never mind.
Oh, but I really wanted to.
Nope. I'm gonna go again.
For the third time.
Well, my holiday was all right. I mean, it was pretty cool. Was able to get together with some friends, like all in one day. Being able to get us all together is kind of rare, so it was pretty nice. I'll say that was good.
Yeah.
Start talking about IRL shit here.
Yeah. Those good times. I don't really get much of those. I got a cool D&D cookbook out of it. That was nice. Given to me as a gift. That was a really cool gift. I'm excited to make some stuff from that.
Yeah.
I got all kinds of games over those damn sales. I ended up picking up Psychonauts 2 for super cheap.
Yeah.
Which I look forward to. I'll probably be actually going to start streaming that hopefully tomorrow if I can get things working.
Cool.
We'll start doing a Psychonauts 2 stream. That should be fun. I picked up a few things. Road 96.
Road 96. I've never heard of this.
Road 96, which is like a rogue. It's like a narrative roguelike game. You play as like a teenager who like in this like surveillance city state is trying to get across like this border.
Oh, I remember seeing trailers for that. It looked pretty cool.
Yeah, it came out like back in like 2020, 2021. 2021. And it's just you meet some really like cool characters. It was on the Game Pass. It might even still be. And I played it on there and I really liked it. And I saw that it was on the sale for like super cheap. So picked that up too.
Yeah.
Also picked up State of Decay. Picked up a couple games for me and Andrew to getting down on, which was Rip Out, which is kind of like a horde shooter, like Back 4 Blood or whatever type thing.
Okay.
But you have like a
I have heard of this.
Your gun is a pet gun.
Oh, maybe you were telling me about this.
I did tell you about it. It looks a lot of fun. Myth Force is like a Saturday morning cartoon. Roguelike game. Everyone can take the role of one of these like characters from like a Saturday morning cartoon about seemingly D&D fantasy stuff.
interesting.
Pretty okay. I haven't played too much of it, but pretty fun. I got House Flipper 2. So I've been flipping houses.
I've been seeing you play that quite a bit.
Yeah, I went pretty hard
too.
on it. I had like 20 plus hours on it. I think I'm almost done with like the campaign part.
Mm-hmm.
But the second game here, I have the first one, but the second one comes with like a sandbox mode where you get to like build a house from like scratch.
Mm-hmm.
And I look kind of forward to playing around with that. Man, I got all kinds of games recently. I just picked up Tape to Tape, which just came out, which is a hockey roguelike game.
Yeah, now this you were telling me about sounds super interesting to me.
Yeah, it's cool. It plays kind of like the old school, like Super Nintendo hockey games.
Mm-hmm.
It's super easy, super basic. But then it has some like humor in there and stuff. As you go through, like you play Mick Shaggy, the legendary golfer, who now has to travel the lands of hockey to do something. I can't remember what he's trying to do, but you keep going through. And you have like a whole bunch of crazy teams. You face like the Meatballs, and then you have like. Yeah, you face off, the first like boss you face off against is the refs. You have to play against the refs, and they like cheat hardcore. Like during the during like when they drop the puck, they'll just kind of like toss it over to the other team.
Nice.
And then like occasionally they'll actually just like pick up the puck and toss it towards your goal and shit.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty fun. I've already sunk in a few hours of that. But what's actually caught my mind for a while now, and I've been kind of going hard on, has been this Mind Over Magic, which I'm currently playing for the stream. And it's by Clay Entertainment.
Oh.
So the guys who did like Oxygen Not Included.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Some of my favorite survival games, really, even Don't Starve.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot they did that.
I think they're different like developers, but same like publisher company. They publish a lot. And the same with this. It's a different publisher, small indie publisher or indie developer, and Clay is publishing it. But it's a little colony builder. Much like Oxygen Not Included, except you play as like you're building up a school of magic. So you have like a bunch. You can bring in like students who can like help you around, and you teach them different things. They have different skills. You do have like the research trees to learn a bunch of different stuff, to create like different kinds of rooms.
Yeah.
Just doing a bunch of bonuses, but the fun part is like beyond the colony sim aspect, which I always like my colony sims. I don't know if any of you guys do, but I enjoy them.
You know that I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. This one has like an underschool area. It has a whole bunch of like these little chambers and stuff, and so you build up like you build up your students and stuff who you can hire as teachers or just let them graduate. But you send them down into the under area. You can give them like some potions and stuff. Send them down there, and then you do like a little RPG battle, like turn-based tactics battle, to like claim a little room. Giving yourselves more tactics and all that good stuff. But it has like this there's this fog that's like this ever-present danger that like keeps creeping into your every day. It gets like closer to your base. Then you have like a little ritual that you can perform to try and push it back. but it costs resources. So you got to try and keep your resources up.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if that fog gets to your school, it like wipes the school out, and you got to start again.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I have not had that happen, but I have like restarted the school like a whole bunch of times. Because like most colony simulators, I always have to I start at the beginning and
yeah, you got to figure it out.
Tutorials, man, I'm not reading your like 12 pages of information. I'm just going to try and figure it out. And then when I figured out like another aspect, I restart and we go with what we've learned.
Yeah, I just watch YouTube videos. It's like, how do I do this in this game? Cool.
I need to find wood. Where exactly would one locate? But it's pretty fun, pretty cool. Like you have different, for the mages, you got like the different elements, and you have to give all your students, in order to get a new student, you have to have a wand for them.
Oh.
So you can kind of control like what element your students are.
That's cool.
It's a pretty cool little game, I think. Maybe not as deep as like Oni.
That's okay, because that
like
game is very involved.
Like, yeah, with all the gases and stuff.
Yeah. That's like a colony simulator on crack, honestly.
Yeah, I do love me some Oni, though.
Yeah, me too.
Other than that, we've been doing the streams with Metaphysicals and stuff. I just saw today that Lethal Company got an update.
Oh, okay. Guess we can talk about that now.
For a challenge moon.
Yeah.
That seems like fun.
They're also they also want to add in upcoming, I guess not in this update, but upcoming. They want to add in more variation for the levels.
Yeah, I saw that they said they added like one new hallway and that they intend to add just like new rooms instead of like new types.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that seems good. I mean, keep expanding on your game. That's all I care about, really.
Yeah, and there's going to be new enemies. Did you hear about one of the new ones?
I saw the image that was then taken down of Steamboat Willie.
It was taken down?
Yeah, on the Steam page. If you look on the Steam page update, It's no longer the image. It's the same image, just with him removed.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they shouldn't have any issues, but they might.
No, they probably wanted it to be more. No, they probably wanted it to be more surprising.
Oh well, they failed in that because a lot of the promotional materials they've seen is like fully promoted that.
Oh, I haven't seen any of that, so. Oh well. But yeah, that game's good.
I've been rewatching Solar Opposites.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a little off time show, and that's always funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, we watched that Dream Scenario with Nick Cage, and I thought that was a crazy trip of a movie. Like, ridiculous. Dude, like, everybody's seeing this guy in his dreams. And just where that can take you. It's an interesting premise. And
yeah, it makes me, I swear, like, I've seen something with that same sort of premise. Might have been like a Twilight Zone or something. Outer Limits. Not sure. But with Nick Cage, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I dream of Nick Cage all the time, so it made sense to me.
Fair enough. Can't blame you there.
My oldest brother bought me and our other brother Nicolas Cage pillowcases.
Yeah.
So all three of us have those.
That's pretty good.
I mean, I still have the Keanu Reeves Saint candle.
Oh yeah, I forgot
that
about
Frankie
that.
got me.
I
mean, that just makes sense.
That was back for Ace, wasn't it?
I don't remember where you got it. You just gave it to me one day. It's pretty amazing.
Sure.
Although I need you to come pick up the gift that I have
that's
for you from Robert from Jolly Green. He got you a really cool picture.
For sure.
But that was about it for my week. I guess other than like listening to, I'm almost done with the second book of the 3-Body Problem, The Dark Forest.
Oh, how is that?
I really like it.
It's so good. It's so well if you like hard sci-fi.
Yeah, it is definitely like the one thing I'll say is like you follow a bunch of characters and like you think it'll go somewhere and then like it's not. That those people quickly die or something.
Okay.
Don't get too attached to anybody.
Yeah, I've learned the rather hard way.
Sometimes it's just through like more benign stuff, like they just kind of get old and die.
Yeah, sometimes it's just
no
time
longer
passes.
a part of the story. Yeah,
but it's been a really good series. I think the second one has had some more like interesting action scenes than the first book did. But I think the first book had some more interesting like ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like high sci-fi ideas and technologically advanced ideas.
Okay.
But I've liked it so far. That's all kind of been that, but that's good. That's it for me, right?
Okay. Ashfoot?
I gotta murder a chicken really quick.
Murder that chicken.
Okay. Let's see. What have I done?
That's what I was gonna say.
What have I done?
Heard
That's a
what
good
you
question.
I heard what you did.
I went back to Starfield and I played a lot of that over my winter break.
Okay.
And yeah, I got pretty wrapped up in that. I like it so far. I still like Fallout better.
Yeah.
But it has some good stuff. I feel like the banter between people is not that great.
Yeah, I agree. I had some issues with that too, where it's like there's something promising here, but it's not delivering.
Yeah. Like even like your companions, like it's just meh.
I think
like,
it's
I don't
actually missing a lot of like some Bethesda flair. Like I don't know what's happening over there, but the writing's definitely progressively gotten worse and worse. I don't know if they're just losing the really important talent and that's starting to affect them hardcore or what's going on.
Or I don't even know if it's like an ego type thing. Like, oh, we did all this great stuff. Like people are going to buy it and they're going to love it. But it is just not like it's a very generic feeling. I don't know. Story, I guess. But I like flying to, different star systems and
I will say I think the story is definitely a bit more involved around like the like new game plus aspect of it.
And that's what I've heard. Like every time you play it, it does change some stuff in like the mechanics of it, so you will have a different experience.
Which I think is
that's a lot of
really
time to
idea.
invest to get there.
That's true.
Yeah, the problem is overcoming like all my gamer instincts of like taking my time with things.
Doing all the side quests and going down that rabbit hole and factions and all of that stuff. Yeah, like that's a big time sink to do all of that and then go back and do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think at some point I realized, like when I was playing it, I realized like what kind of game it was. So I just kind of started picking like one side, and I went with that. I didn't go off too much. I did do some side stuff and did like a fair amount. But when it came to like some of the things that you could do both sides for a while, I stopped like messing around with that, and it's like, all right, let's just pick one side here and do.
And maybe that's how I should look at it.
It definitely I think it plays different than most Bethesda games. Where like, yeah, it's about exploration, but it's also like story wise, you should be like repeating events.
And I got
at least once. I think at least you should try and do it like once with like a fairly decent, maybe not a completionist mindset. And then go back through and be able to see the differences, because there's some cool stuff there.
Mm-hmm. So I just got the first, what is it? Words of Power. I don't know, where you go to the temple.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking in Skyrim terms.
Yep.
Yeah, you got your first shout.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. I did get lost in space, and that was fun, trying to backtrack my route to get back because my ship didn't have like I had like the base, like I hadn't done any upgrades to it, so I couldn't jump very far.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got lost. Let's see, I saw the new Godzilla movie.
Ooh.
And it is so good.
Yeah.
And the score for it is so good. Everybody should see it, even if you don't like Godzilla movies.
Is that the -1?
Yeah.
I've been really wanting to see that.
It is worth it. It's good.
It feels like it's like the sequel to the Shin Godzilla that came out a couple of years ago.
And I had heard from a couple of different people that they're going to re-release it in black and white, so that might be worth waiting for that if you're into that sort of thing. When they did that for Mad Max Fury Road, it was really cool.
So good. I have somewhere the Blu-ray with the black and white version of Mad Max.
Yeah.
Because it was so good. I even have the Logan one too, where it has the black and white Logan.
That one was really good.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that one, man. Professor Xavier starts looking like death. Right in the middle. He looks so good.
I bet. Played a lot of Fae Farm with Frankie and Rianne.
Oh yeah.
Sucked into that. I actually beat the game, so that was exciting because I typically don't finish any game.
You're in good company.
Watching Fargo. I feel like there's another movie I saw, but I can't think of it. I watched The Menu.
Ooh, nice.
What do you think?
Nice.
I really liked it. It was interesting. It was good.
I like The Menu quite a bit. I mean, maybe it's because of my
I think we liked it for different reasons. Yeah.
Man, I still think like it had one of the best like final girl moments, which being able to get away with a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
I like that the movie wasn't what I thought it was about either, because me and like everyone else thought it was about like cannibalism, and there's none of that in the movie.
Not one cannibal.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's what I was like.
All the advertising made it seem like they were going to be feeding them people.
Yeah.
That's not what that movie was, though.
That's some good trailer making.
Spoilers. Spoiler, it's not cannibal.
They don't eat people in that movie.
If you were excited about that,
why even go to the movies?
Sorry to let you down. Dramatic way.
Oh, and I watched Renfield finally.
Oh, that's a good one.
It was pretty fun. Like, I didn't have really any expectations for it.
That's probably the best way to approach that movie.
So it was a fun movie. It's not an in-depth story. It's just is what it is. And yeah,
I actually thought that Nick Cage did a really like. I was actually mightily impressed by the like black and white shots where they go like full like Bela Lugosi.
Yeah.
He looks like really like old school Bela Lugosi.
I didn't mind him as Dracula. I think the only distracting thing was like the teeth, like the fake
the
teeth.
Weird CGI teeth. Yeah.
Well, no, it was actually like fake teeth that he had in his mouth, and that's why some of his talking gets a little weird.
Oh.
I thought they were CGI.
Nick Cage talking. I thought he was talking.
No.
I thought he was doing an exaggerated voice because of the teeth, which I thought were like CGI'd.
But yeah, that was fun. And found a puppy.
Yeah.
That's been an experience. Well, I guess the puppy found us.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it showed up outside of my partner's house at 5 a.m. It was just crying outside, so he thought it was like an injured animal. So he goes to check on it, and it's just this tiny puppy sitting on the porch. Nobody has been looking for her. She doesn't have a microchip. So figuring all of that out, and she has so much puppy energy, and I love it. He does not.
Sounds like you got a new puppy.
Yes.
Yes.
Frankie's seen pictures of her. She's the cutest thing on the planet.
Super adorable.
So I've already named her, and yeah, I'm in love with her.
That's it. Yeah. That's the point. Don't let them name them.
Well, I mean, you can't get rid of a puppy. If they find you, but it happens for a reason.
Yeah,
that's true. That's hard.
It declared the owner.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with you. It's not your fault.
It's fate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So I named her Noctis because she just came out of the night.
That
good
makes
name.
sense. That's a good name.
Yeah. So we'll see how crazy things get in the next few weeks. How much she destroys, and yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely.
We'll watch.
Better training. Be fine.
Age before our eyes.
Yeah, because right now I think she's like 8 weeks. So she has a lot of craziness still to come.
Oh yeah. Yep. You got a few years of that ahead.
Mm-hmm. But it's still less than having kids, so I can live with that.
That's very true.
But I guess that's pretty much been it for me.
Okay. Well, I guess that takes us to the news then, yeah? So anybody else have anything else want to add? Anything you remembered last minute? No? Going once? Twice? Sold.
Nope.
No, I got nothing.
Well, who wants to start some news?
E3 officially died, right?
Yes, it did. For sure.
So that happened.
E3 is officially dead.
Oh, E3. Oh, okay. I thought I heard Me 3. I was like, the fuck is this?
I don't know what that is, but whatever.
Sequel band to you too.
Yeah. I mean, it was pretty much already dead, but
oh yeah,
the officialness of it is I guess it's appreciated. Yeah.
That they let you know. Don't expect anything in the future.
Yeah, like we know you weren't anyways, but just so we're clear.
So we're all on the same page.
Yeah, I guess that's nice.
I think it was basically an announcement that they finally got the memo.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we just realized that we died. What happened? Wasn't like statement. They were actually asking the question.
Man, and to think when we started this thing, like E3,
That was our goal.
was the thing. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That was our goal, and then we quickly dropped that because we realized it was probably a dying medium.
That
It was
and we
almost
didn't have any
pointless.
money.
Well, that I
Yeah.
mean, but it was also almost like pointless to go. All the information, like going, would have reduced the amount of information we got anyway.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we would have needed more people, like, to do, like, an
To do
actual
it,
reporting.
yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
to be
mean,
able to effectively do any of it.
if we would have
It became
ever,
such a mess.
like, I
It's
figure
such
what
a
we
mess.
would have done would have been something in the same way that the Catcast did theirs. You know, it was just the three guys out on the floor checking out whatever they could, and then they did a podcast at the end of the day. And they were like short 30-minute podcasts too.
Yeah.
But the internet did not evolve that way, so
For better or worse, it did not.
right. Like that's the thing, right? You think about it like
For worse, definitely for worse.
I don't know about completely for worse, but
Yeah.
there's some good. There's a lot of bad, but there's some good.
I do know.
Much with life. Let me see here. I got a lot of interesting bits. Or I should say I had a lot of interesting bits.
You are in a bit.
Did you guys hear about the new Portal Revolution fan-made mod?
I did.
I did not. What was this?
So it's pretty much a full new 8 hours of Portal. It's very much in the same vein. Like people are saying it is really good. There's like good voice acting, and it like kind of picks off right where Portal 2 left off, except I guess like more in terms of like difficulty, not so much story. But yeah, it's apparently, if you liked Portal 2, this is apparently a thing to check out. So I'm actually gonna pick this up since it's a mod. I don't know if there's. I'm gonna donate to them because it's 8 hours worth of that game. That's how long Portal 2 was. You know?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So
A lot of
yeah,
content.
yeah, I definitely want to check that out. Sounds like it'll be fun. It has like a 94% positive review.
There's
on
been
Steam.
a lot of like big updates popping out for games. Because Fallout just had one. Actually, they just had like a couple like really big, like Fallout 4 mods that dropped, adding like New California and London.
Not hear about that.
there's Over the Seas one, which is pretty cool.
Wow.
So yeah, it's kind of cool that there's a bunch of like really big mods that have been coming out.
Oh yeah, no. I wonder I wonder if that's the thing to come, because I mean, I feel like there have been like big mod projects, you know, like things like Skyrim Together or things of that sort of nature, that have been big overhauls to games that never really seem to like take off, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it feels like that's happening more and more, and I wonder if this year we're gonna see more of that coming. Calling it.
Yeah. I wish I was one of them, but there's been a new game that I've been having my eye out on.
Oh.
And it just did they just did a like behind closed doors play testing with a bunch of journalists and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got a whole bunch of like first impressions for it, and I've been kind of like super looking forward to it. And from what I've heard, sounds really promising. Pacific Drive. It's a first-person survival game where you're outrunning a storm and the biggest focus is your car, which is like a station wagon stuff. That's really cool. I guess I could probably pull it up on the Steam and play the trailer for it.
I mean, that's up to you. You can do that. What? Oh, wait. I don't know if we're set up. I mean, if you can share that audio through Discord, then yeah.
I can play it through Discord.
Well then, play it through Discord, then I can.
At least you guys can see what I'm talking about. You guys can react to it.
Well, I think I can get a plane on the stream too.
All right. Let me get it set up.
Do it. Wipe them out. All of them. Let's do it.
Prove it.
Your screen.
Share that screen.
Okay. Cool. Okay.
Oh my god, take forever. Here we go. Okay. Pop this guy out. Okay. Second.
You got it?
And I want to make it so it looks more. Okay. I should be ready when you are. If there's any sound, I can't hear it.
I can hear it.
Pause for alarm. Take shelter in the closest pocket of stability in your area, and please refrain from thoughts or memories of home.
The chain of events were in plain sight. Strange accidents leading to the government's claim of eminent domain and subsequent seizure of the peninsula. The evacuation of 100,000 people and the attempt
I saw this trailer, yeah.
at containing the rumors that spread like wildfire.
Wow.
It was hours before Arthur came to extract us.
Some zone secrets are best left secret.
8, 7.
I don't even look up at the sky anymore.
6.
Was she a myth, martyr, or monster?
5.
Nothing had more potential than limb technology.
4.
And look what it did to the Olympic Peninsula.
3, 2, 1.
It did seem pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm interested.
To introduce to you
Right? I think it.
a new scientific frontier with a raw power, the potential is limitless. On this day, we welcome our Faraday future.
So what, we're all playing this? Is that what's going to happen?
Well, I'm probably gonna totally get this game. I've had
Probably
my eye on
totally
it.
going to get this game. Yep.
I've had my eye on it for like a while. It's been in my wish list for a long time, and we finally got like more updates and from the like couple. I read a couple from a few people who got to play it, and it sounds very, very promising
Mhm.
and really cool. Its biggest focus is your car. Like the guys were talking about how you could like at some points you gotta like tear down your car and just kind of like rebuild it and make it better so you can continue on.
Oh, okay.
Um, I don't know. It just looks really cool.
It does look really cool. Like, honestly, I'm about it.
It's been the first game of the year that I've been super excited about. And February, I know like it's been pretty slow for news lately. Always is during the beginning, but man, next month is going to be crazy for games.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a thing.
What do we get next month? Name 3 games.
Well, this game, that Pacific Drive game, is coming out.
Okay, 2
He's
more.
Googling it right now.
That's gonna be
stalling.
crazy month for games.
No, it is. I remember seeing. I can't quite remember exactly what games are coming.
Okay.
But it is like there's a whole bunch of games.
There's Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth.
Yeah, there's like a whole bunch of games coming out.
Yeah, and then there's
February.
probably also some like good games coming out.
There's a whole bunch of games on my wish list. Is the Thaumaturge? Which
that's right.
Interested in?
Yep.
Christian, you're still streaming to us. We can see you go into your wish list and look.
Yeah.
Look at these games.
Do you have a problem? Naysayer. Stream that. Anyways, I've been looking forward for that game. No, starting to come out. Looks cool.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm worried it looks a little like it's gonna be kind of more narrative driven, and I don't like that in games really. I like that in like movies and books and stuff, but
from what I heard, it's mostly about like exploration and survival, exploring and surviving, and keeping your car up to date.
All right.
Yeah, I'll have to see
Because
how
your
it
car will
goes.
break down like easily, which is like the big thing. Like the storm will start breaking down your car. Or, you
So
know,
what
you
are
go
the-
over like shitty potholes and stuff.
Yeah. So what are the romance options for the car and me?
Oh, I don't know, but if I can't fuck
There's
that
different
car,
cars you can romance.
Nice. And if I start romancing one, will that lock me out of romancing the other cars? Because I'm a bit of a get about.
You have to be a 1-car person.
Yeah.
yeah. Yep.
Yep.
You got any other news?
I got actually quite a bit of news. not as much video game related, but like this one. This one isn't video game related, but Mandalorian and Grogu are going to star in Star Wars, the next Star Wars movie. It makes sense. I don't know
They're
if I'm
making
excited.
more movies?
Oh, of course. They're always going to make more movies. They got to milk that thing. They paid a lot for it, so
They're gonna always make more Star Wars movies.
yeah.
Well, as long as it keeps making money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll put it out to pasture like Pirates of the Caribbean at some point.
Probably.
That's true.
Eventually, it'll get there.
Eventually, yeah. Well, it's when it stops making them money. That's when they'll send it out.
And I'm sure this is going to make plenty of money, but I don't know if I'm excited about them traversing into a movie.
I don't want to be like, you know, I should probably reserve my judgment for seeing it, but my initial reaction to that is kind of just like, ew, like I don't want that.
Yeah.
That's fair. Because even in the show, I feel like Grogu kind of overstayed it.
Yeah, he was cute. It's time for him to go move on.
Yeah, like he left for like 2 episodes, and
I
you're like,
just don't
okay,
think-
this is
I
good
don't-
closure, and then they're like, oh no, bring him back.
Yeah, that was
It's
really
just
weird.
more of a sign that the people in charge of what's actually getting made are like severely out of touch of what we like and why things like Grogu can take off like he can.
Because
And
it's cute.
Yeah, well,
he's like a green kitten.
Yeah.
well, yeah, but he's also like new, and it was something different and stuff like that. And
Was
they
he
just,
really
like-
that new or different?
I mean, Yoda was a baby at some point.
True.
And I guess you could
like,
count Yaddle. What?
Yaddle. Yes. I don't know. I think like in terms of making money, this is gonna be good. In terms of the general audience out there, like this is gonna appeal to kids. This is gonna appeal to probably older generation, like older than us. And something fun. But I think like
I do like
fans,
I like the Mandalorian.
Big fans of the Mandalorian are not going to like this overall. Just based on what it could mean for that storyline. Now I could be wrong. I'll like Andrew said, maybe we should reserve my judgment till it actually comes out. But just initially, I
was just kind of kidding about reserving my judgment. I'm judging super hard. Disney's been cranking out some stinkers. I don't expect that much from them. I don't have any faith in that company to produce me like a good movie anymore. It'll be mid at best. My Star Wars should not be mid. They've ruined Star Wars for me by making it mid.
Christian, you got something else?
Yeah, I sure do. Back in my game, playing in my game like a true nerd.
Like a true nerd.
You're supposed to play games that don't aren't that distracting.
Unity, knowing how to start the year off right,
glossed right over.
Has axed 25% of its workforce, about 1,800 employees.
Oh yeah, they're not going to be doing good anymore. So
layoffs are expected to be completed by March. But 1,800 employees will be let go. Yet this continues on to already a whole string of layoffs that they did last year.
Well, yeah. Again, they're going to be losing money.
And it just faces like this whole thing. We're talking about Unity, who went and bought like a whole bunch of like.
Oh yeah, but their publicity, they're not getting any love.
No, well then they went and did that whole really pissing off a lot of developers and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, it's shitty, but that's going to be the fact of it. It's like as people lose faith in the company, the company's going to do worse, and they're going to have to fire people.
Yeah, it's shitty. That's sort of what happens, and it really sucks that a lot of people got to start their year off by hearing about it.
Yep.
And then it sucks even more when companies they don't tell their employees, and this is some of the ways.
Christian, now we can start our year off hearing about it too.
Right.
I was blissfully unaware.
Well, no longer. No longer can you hide behind your ignorance. Something like that.
How am I supposed to weaponize it then?
I guess you could just ignore everything I said. Live in a whole different reality. Some people have started doing that.
That's true. Just turn off the stream. Go to bed, guys. You'll be safe.
Do your own research.
Do your own research. Oh, I got Phasmophobia roadmap. You guys hear about this?
Mm-mm.
So no release dates or anything on there, but Phasmophobia is planning on bringing some updates to the game. They're looking to hit their final release 1.0 at some point in the future. But they want to fix the lighting. They want to bring new things to do into the game, new play models. Yeah, a tons of stuff. They're going to bring a new map in. But yeah, they're looking at a bunch of little updates to come out before they finally do their full release, which it seems like they want to do it maybe by next year. So it's cool that they're announcing something.
And it may be controversial, but I think I like Metaphysical more.
I don't think that's controversial.
I don't think that's controversial at all.
I think.
Yeah, I mean it's still buggy as heck, but
I like them in different ways. I like Metaphysical for its gameplay, and I like Phasmophobia for working more often.
Right. Fair enough.
Other than that, I actually think, yeah, I agree. Metaphysical is just, I do think it's just a better game than Phasmophobia.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a little rough around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
I've thoroughly enjoyed it though, and it's been getting better.
It has been getting better,
I
yeah.
look forward to the Vampires update.
Right, that's supposed to come out next week or this week.
Yeah, I think next week or the week after.
We're going to add garlic as an item.
Ooh.
Sounds like a delicious new tool.
You can just get some spicy
having all the
breadsticks.
Let's see. Cult of the Lamb's so-called sex update will be coming out on the 16th of this month.
Yeah.
After I think I mentioned it on one of our last shows, but the fans requested after a lot of requesting and demanding that they add sex to the game.
Okay, so you're gonna have sex with like sheep in the game now?
Apparently, I don't. It's just, I'm sure it's gonna be like stupid simple, but as a way to keep like your cult going. I get where people are coming from and wanting to like their like town to be able to have babies and stuff.
Okay, yeah, they just want some more like
But it was the developer who was all, you guys are the sick fucks who want these animals to fuck each other. So now we get the Sins of the Flesh up there.
So you just make sex cults?
Yeah. Apparently, you can make it look. It seemingly.
RimWorld already has it.
I haven't looked into the full like update list or whatever it comes with, but it looks like you can have like nudists and stuff too.
Yep, RimWorld's got that too.
Well, they sold 3.5 million copies earlier this week, right?
Cult of the Lamb did?
Yeah, Cult of the Lamb.
Oh, hell yeah, good for them.
I mean, it was a fun game without the sex and nudists.
It's a pretty cute game.
It's just got 10 times better.
That's why I think I get where like that's why I said like I've played like a fair bit of Cult of the Lamb. I never beat it, but close. And I see what people are talking about, like wanting their like colony to keep going by having like two of their favorite characters have like a kid to keep like the line going of cool characters. I get what they're going on here about. I just
for me, the cult was kind of a side thing. I had more fun with like the dungeons and fights.
The dungeons were way fun. Yeah, I'll say that.
We're just like a hobbyist cultist.
I mean, I had it, but I wasn't like a tyrant most of the time.
I feel like I've treated my people pretty good.
Yeah.
We've only
like they all had nice beds.
Yeah, they only get sacrificed like once they get like to like age 50
once
or
they
whatever.
Get juicy enough.
Yeah, exactly.
And
so
old.
Yeah.
You gotta leave them on the windowsill.
We do sacrifice them when they get to a certain age. Like, you gotta go.
You gotta
Time's
go.
Up.
But I mean, that's just, they can't work anymore. So what are they going to do?
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
They smell like poo-poo and lotion.
Well, on that note.
Poo-poo and lotion.
Poo-poo and lotion. Did you guys hear about the new Nintendo Switch Flash Cart?
What?
Let me tell you about it.
No.
So
I mean, are you just saying words?
Yes.
I know what Flash Cart is.
Yeah, so the little basically like a hacked game cartridge for DS's came out once upon a time where you could load an SD card in there and You could play homebrew game, or you could pirate to your heart's content.
I'm not saying that I did that, but it might have made my DS the coolest fucking thing.
It really did, right? It was good times.
My biggest memory of that is Frank messing mine up.
We're not going to talk about that.
Breaking.
And then I had a shiny. I would think I was playing Pokemon Diamond, and I had a shiny Ponyta, and I was so excited because it was the first shiny I'd ever gotten. And Frankie's like, "Oh, let me do this thing," and then it erased my save data.
Wow, was that the thing you were trying to do, Frankie?
Nope.
Yeah, let me do this thing. Erase all your save.
Couldn't take someone having a better
Nope. Well, okay.
People can't have better Pokemon than Frankie. Otherwise, he comes over and deletes your save file. We're going to spread that. That's going to go wild on the internet.
Gave up.
That's going to spread like wildfire on the internet.
Anyways.
Cancel Frankie.
Now I could do that on Ashley's Switch, so...
I will not let you anywhere near my Switch. Thank you.
No, so this hasn't been released yet. But the big thing was that people thought that that guy who was like facilitating a lot of piracy on Nintendo platforms, what was his name? Gary Bowser? Yeah, Gary Bowser. They thought he might have some involvement, but he's been saying that he doesn't. So he's in jail.
That solves it.
I mean,
it'd be hard for him to do so from jail.
That doesn't necessarily mean that he didn't have any involvement previously.
Well, I'm sure that he might have put money towards it, but also, who cares?
Gary
I'm
Bowser.
Sorry. Like,
his name is Gary Bowser. Yes, it actually is.
I know that's not his. Okay.
No,
that is his real name. That's real cool. That was on his like
not gonna lie.
Court documents and everything.
Yep.
Great name.
That is.
And he's a hardcore like Nintendo pirate. And to be fair, I kind of agree with him and a lot of things. With the way the video game industry is going anyways, we've talked about it before, like piracy is almost a necessity to like
for older stuff,
just to historically document and preserve video game art in general.
Here's the problem with that though for Nintendo is that they do actually release a lot of their games for you to get on new consoles. Unlike a lot of other companies,
but they just do that.
A lot is not.
They just do that on
That's
the
true.
whim of what they think will sell.
Oh yeah, well of course. But
so there's no way to know what they're going to re-release.
Oh no. I'm not saying that.
The fact that Nintendo does a better job because they still release physical copies of games, which is still a big thing. With physical copies dying all the time, but they also have like a whole bunch of other stuff that you could just say pirating Nintendo games is probably okay.
I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say that. Like, I don't know if I agree that pirating games is just okay. Like, I understand why people do it. I mean, I've done it.
Hey kids, remember, it is always okay to emulate games.
Actually,
if you already own a copy of that game.
Yes.
Actually, one of the biggest contributors to game piracy is just like game price and access.
Oh no, 100%. I'm not saying that, just because you pirate a game means that you were at one time going to buy the game and now never are going to.
I do it maliciously. But that's because I am a malicious person.
Mm-hmm.
That's all there is to that.
But yeah, we'll see. I'm going to be interested to see if this if it comes out, if the Flash cart gets released, because the Switch is at the end of its life anyways. I don't think Nintendo's going to care absolutely too much.
The Flash cart has honestly made me consider buying another DS.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
just to get one and redo that again, because that was so good. I had so many good,
right?
And
it didn't stop me. I still bought games all the time.
Yeah,
I bought China.
Break it real quick.
I bought Chinatown Wars.
Process.
By the time I hopped in, it kind of was like, as long as I took the card out, it wasn't anything.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It went back to normal as soon as you took the little card out.
Like the Game Genie.
Yeah,
Oh,
Game Shark.
Genie.
That's what it used to remind me of.
We
the
were
Game
talking
Sharks.
about Game Sharks and Game Genies earlier today. I think we were talking about Game Shark, but it made me think of Game Genie as well.
Mhm.
They're like the same thing.
Those good old days.
Right.
Stacking cartridges on cartridges.
Did you guys ever make the tower? Just as many of the carts as you could that would fit into each other.
Super monstrosity.
Yep.
The only Game Shark I had was for the PlayStation.
Oh,
So it was
wow.
just a little like
The
box
thing you,
that sat on the back.
yeah, you threw it into the back. I remember that.
Yeah, and then you had to enter the codes, and
I only got
then you play
one other
GTA.
thing here. Some hot coffee.
Hot coffee. That was before that. PlayStation was like GTA London, and like
Mhm.
GTA 2 was in the near future coming out to be announced. And here we are at Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, that took them forever to put out.
Still not out.
What a lucky company.
So yeah. I got one more thing. You got anything else?
I got two little ones that can be added together, and it's mostly just like, hey, you might want to check out these cool deals.
Yeah.
That's all I got left.
Okay, well then I'll do mine real quick. It's not too big, but the Switch 2, there's an analyst, forget who, but they've essentially said that they think that the Switch is going to cost $200, and it's going to be an iterative thing. It's not going to be like anything crazy new hardware. Which kind of,
like,
yeah.
like the PS3 Slims.
Kinda, I think is what he's kind of
Like the
aiming at
Wii
here.
U.
No, not like that. Close, but not quite. No, I think I don't know.
Wii U. What a hated system. I loved my Wii U.
Yeah, me too. It was good stuff. A lot of good games on there, and it's too bad they got overlooked just because they're on that hardware. Which it was weird.
Only 5 people bought Wii U's. So.
Mm-hmm. 3 of them.
Hey,
are
I
here.
bought
them are
2 of them.
But I want to keep an eye on, because I think Nintendo is going to have to release the Switch this year, a new one, a new console. It seems
they're probably gonna have to release something.
Yeah, it seems like they're winding down everything else. Like I'm not going to be surprised if it's going to be announced soon. So I figure I'd keep an eye out for any.
I would say probably
$400 would be a great price.
Probably the
though.
time that E3 would normally be around.
If they can hit this $400 price range, I think they will have a winner almost irregardless of
That's the thing.
hardware.
Nintendo.
Did you say irregardless?
Yes.
Okay.
Irregardless.
No, irregardless.
Oh, I thought you were saying ear guards, like something for your protect your ear.
No. The word that doesn't exist. Irregardless.
Mm-hmm. Irregardless.
Yeah, irregardless of that. I said irregardless.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, make sure you do get your ear guards. Those are important.
Like headphones?
Whatever you use to protect your ears. Whatever you
Like
use
little
for ear
metal
guards.
ear shields.
Yeah.
We actually have a real word now. Irregardless.
I am irregardless right now.
I've got my headphones on, so
Yeah, I have ear guards on currently. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah. There's a few little cells that might be of interest. Of course, the Steam's winter sale's over, but they have like a big like capitalism and economy fest thing.
Mm-hmm.
With a whole bunch more sales. But
yeah,
Humble,
it's a bunch of like Forex games and stuff. That anything that has like money management on that has economy management as a game mechanic. It's on sale.
Yeah,
A lot of Paradox games and stuff.
Yeah, whole bunch of 4E games. But Humble has a new book bundle for TTRPG.
Oh yeah, the Cthulhu stuff, right?
Yeah, they have a Call of Cthulhu RPG bundle. It comes with like the main books you'll need a lot, as well as like a few adventure books. Pretty good deal for $25.
Nice.
Play Call of Cthulhu with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
It is a pretty fun TTRPG system. If you like investigating mysteries.
Yeah.
One more exploration based
and spooky occurrences.
Looking around.
Oh my gosh.
A lot less goblin fighting. Although not none.
I've never had these occurrences before, but I'm having thunderstorms in my game and they keep blowing off segments of my roof.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh my god.
That's rude.
Stop.
Oh, I think I caught that one. Well, cool. Well, shall we end it there with your house in ruins?
My house blowing up.
Yep.
Pig struck by lightning to death.
All right, good luck with that house.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with the nipples.
Sweet. Places I need to end. Well, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Looks like there's a few people out there.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was good to be back doing a show.
Right?
For the new year.
Indeed. Woo!
Like 9 days into the new year already.
I know.
Ugh.
And I've already
broken all my resolutions. They're all gone.
Well, yeah. Thank you guys for joining me. You can always catch us at classicgamerbrain.com, where you can find all of our stuff and all the links to everything and whatnot. We're here every Tuesday on the YouTubes, bringing you this delicious podcast. And you can also catch us on Twitch and here pretty much almost every night of the week, streaming, doing things. And Andrew, I think you're doing Monday mornings.
Yeah,
you regularly doing.
Yeah,
you've been doing more than that, but yeah,
I've just been streaming every morning.
Yeah. Most mornings.
Mondays for sure. You can catch me, and then whenever other mornings I feel like it.
Yeah.
From like 10 to noon.
Mm-hmm.
Mountain time.
Yeah.
Come on down. The CGB network is the only place where you can get your coffee and your corn dogs in the same location.
Indeed.
Checks. No one serves a coffee and corn dog plate.
Weird.
Seems like a...
Yeah. It is weird.
Seems like
strange.
a niche hole that needs to be filled.
Yeah, I think there'd be more of them.
Right?
No, they're just not onto it yet. I'm a bit of a trendsetter.
Yeah. Anything else anybody want to say?
No.
Yeah. Well.
Pinochle.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Sayonara.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.